always a pleasure speaking with you. Before we talk about what's behind me, in fact, I should just sort of move over and let people know there's a lot more going behind me than they realize. How was the summer for Canada's Wonderland?
It was a very busy summer. We had a lot of great guests come out. We typically see our busiest time being July and August after the schools let out. But I think this year, after the pandemic, just people were so eager to get back to having fun. We were a lot busier in May and June this year as well, like even before the schools let out. People just wanted to get back to enjoying themselves outdoors, away from their house with their friends and family. And it was a great time. And we had all of our shows and events back, which we haven't had for a while. So that was a nice relief. Yeah, food festivals and everything, all the performers, the shows in the theater, and no capacity restrictions. So it was a celebration.
I love it. And the reason why we are speaking again is because of what's behind me. Just to remind folks over there. Because I don't know how you guys do the switch so quickly, but what is happening very, very soon as we speak?
Yeah, just around the corner, Halloween is returning to Canada's Wonderland. We have Halloween Haunt kicking off next Friday, it'll be September 23rd. So very soon. And that's going to be running select nights through to the end of October. And then Camp Spooky for the kids, daytime fun. That's going to be happening. Yep, there's Snoopy.
There
That's
we go.
Saturday, September 24th is the first day, and it runs weekends during the day until the end of October as well. So
Before
we're
we talk before we talk about all the fun, I wanted to actually show you something that I got from you folks years ago and is actually my favorite Halloween prop. And I have kept this for years. You guys sent this to me, and I just want to get the light there properly.
yep.
Spells and, and potions. And the reason why I love this is actually what I do is I fill this up with candy. And the reason why is, and I'm going to open it up and I'm going to hit the button. You guys gave me this years ago. Whenever the kids come over for trick or treating, I use that, and I wanted to show this because this is what I mean by the fun that people have with Halloween Haunt. I've been having fun with this. I've been having fun going to Halloween Haunt. It just continues for me year round having this. It's so much fun.
Yeah, that's great. Was that a media kit that you had? That
That
was wow.
that was a media kit.
Don't you miss those old school media kits where you actually got something physical delivered in the mail? Like things have changed so much these days, but that's
Yeah,
that's really cool.
things have changed, but the fun hasn't changed at Canada's Wonderland. And here's the thing: if anything changes, it's not just it's a change to add on because, from what I understand, there are two new attractions happening during Halloween Haunt.
Yes, that's right. So first of all, the big news is that, again, a celebration, return to normal. We're going to have our indoor mazes back. We didn't have them last year because of the restrictions. So we have five mazes, and yes, one of them is new. It's called Pandemonium. And so this is under the mountain. And you may not know this. Not a lot of people do know this. We don't, broadcast this, but we have creatures that live under the mountain. And they're not fun to look at. They're kind of like, do you know those anglerfish that live in the deep darkness of the oceans, and they have like a little light that they like lure their victims with? Yes. So similar. People who go into Pandemonium are going to experience all kinds of luminescent traps. So you usually walk to the light for safety. I don't know. When you go in this one, you may not be coming back
Oh my goodness.
out.
I love that. Now, what's the other one? A festival of some kind, I think.
Yes. The other new attraction we have at Haunt is called it's the Day of the Dead Festival. So in the tradition of Mexico's Dia de los Muertos, we're going to be celebrating spirits and celebrating those who have passed. This is not necessarily a scary thing. We've actually partnered with the Mexicans Folk Ballet, and they're going to come in and do a beautiful parade and a cultural performance and dance. We're going to have giant sugar skulls, all kinds of amazing drinks and food paired with that festival. So that's going to be a new experience, something, an immersive area, all for the Day of the Dead.
Now, are these zombies and monsters coming back that wander the night?
Oh yeah, you know it. We we bring the hordes back, our ghosts and our ghouls and our monsters. We've got 8 scare zones. They're going to be roaming through the park, so you never know what you're going to come across, whether it's crazy clowns or we have a wicked hollow with fairies. And it's a lot of fun doing that theming. And like you said, the park is going to be completely transformed. So the park you see during the summer is no more. We're bringing out the pumpkins and the bats and the skeletons, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, people should realize too, rides, there are some rides that are still going to be happening throughout this time.
Yeah, the majority of the rides will be open. So all the big coasters, a lot of our rides have like a nice light treatment at night. So it's a fun carnival vibe being there to see them all running, and it's a whole different experience riding a roller coaster in the dark. If you haven't done it, if you think you know Leviathan, if you haven't ridden it in the dark, you don't know Leviathan. So you got to try
Now,
that.
now, is there an age for this part of Halloween Haunt?
We recommend anybody older than 13. Under 13, it might be a bit much. So that's just a recommendation. We're really leaving it to parents' discretion.
Okay, now we talked about the Peanuts characters. They've got something going on in their area. What's happening there again?
Yeah, we can't forget the little kids and the families. Camp Spooky is returning. This is our Halloween programming that happens in our two kids areas. And it starts on the 24th, runs weekends, daytime. And we've got costume parties. We've got, magicians and clowns coming, Halloween shows with the Peanuts characters, trick or treating. We're going to have different trick or treating stations so kids can,
Wow.
get some free candy. It's going to be a lot of fun for the kids there, and of course, all the rides are going to be open in those areas as well. So it's a lot of fun. Pumpkin decorating, and all of that is included with admission to the park during daytime.
So let's talk about the rules, and I think it's very important. One that I always want to stress because I think it's about safety and realizing that you do not physically touch anybody of our ghouls. Yes, they're scary, and but they have feelings too.
That's right. And our monsters know also not to touch guests. So there's a personal barrier that we're all maintaining. As well, we ask that anybody coming to haunt not dress up and do not put makeup on. Leave the scaring to the professionals. And that way we're able to tell who our professional monsters are and who the guests are. During the daytime event, kids are welcome to dress up because we have the costume parties in Camp Spooky. Another new rule this year that we should mention, for Halloween Haunt, we have a new bag policy in effect. So guests are asked to not bring any bags unless they're a certain size. And we have the dimensions on our website, and we're introducing that this year to really help speed of service at the front gate. When it's a busy night, it can sometimes be a long wait getting through there because of the security checks and having to rifle through backpacks and things like that. So we're really looking to improve that service and get people in so they can have fun sooner. So we have that bag policy in effect, and there's more information on our website about that.
And one thing I want to add too, if folks can do this or not, the bags, if you can buy one of those clear ones, it makes it even better too. Just so security knows what you're carrying and things like that. It's just again, it's safety for everybody. And just curious too, what about water bottles? Are we allowed on that?
Yes, water bottles are welcome in the park. We have lots of water fountains where you can refill. Um, Everybody needs to stay hydrated, right? So that is fine. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. When, again, you already mentioned it, but I'm going to ask again, when does it all start? How is it happening? Is it just on the weekends? And also, it's running from what to what?
Yeah, okay. So let's start with Halloween Haunt. That kicks off Friday, September 23rd. It's 7 p.m. to midnight event, and it runs select nights through to October 30th. And I say select nights, it's typically Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, but next Sunday, I believe it's the 25th, we're not open for haunt. So check the website for the
Yes.
full hours and details. And Camp Spooky is the daytime scare free event for kids that starts September 24th. That's a Saturday. It runs weekends through to October 30th as well. And that is included with admission Halloween Haunt is a separately ticketed event unless you are a gold pass holder and you can come as much as you want.
Fantastic. And does weather make a difference?
You know what? We're operating through rain, unless it's a huge downpour. We're rarely shut down for weather. So there's a good chance that we're open. And you know what? Coming to ride the rides when it's raining is not such a bad idea sometimes if it means you're going to get shorter lines.
Look at the weather over here. That's what it's all about. It's all about the spooky and scariness, and the rain helps with that. Also, look, before we go, are you already thinking about, because I know once the scary stuff is over, it's going to be a winter wonderland for Canada's Wonderland.
Oh yeah, Winterfest is back as well. That's going to be happening November 18th is the first day, and we're running through to December 31st. And I can't wait for that one. It's just such a beautiful event. If people haven't seen it, you know, again, we completely transform, flip the park decorations. We've got millions of lights in the trees, a skating rink on Snowflake Lake in front of the mountain, all kinds of festive Christmas shows and food and shopping, and it's a lot of fun. So I am
It
looking
is.
forward to that too.
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta give my girl here. Hold on.
Potion for my little trick-or-treaters.
Oh, I love her. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for making this such a great Halloween event every year for families. And I cannot wait to be down there for that. And I can't wait for the holiday season too. Thank you again. Oh, one last question. Again, website. Where do we go?
Oh, canadaswonderland.com for all the information about show times, event times, and tickets.
Fantastic. Ooh, thank you so much.
Thanks, Rudy.